Shopping online makes my life easier. I'm Wu Yufei from Fujian, China. Last year, I registered myself at Xiamen University in Malaysia. Although I live in Malaysia, I could not stop myself from buying items online. So I still can make an order online and receive them in a few days. The concept of information and communication technology, as seen by the Ministry of Education, includes systems that enable students like me to access, manipulate, and communicate in various forms. Without information and communication technology, smart education would not be visualized in our classroom.
It is important to protect the interest of all communities with regard to their rights to use information and communication technology, or ICT facilities. In line with this goal, the government, through the Malaysia Education Blueprint 2013 to 2025, is concerned with the use of ICT in teaching and learning to enhance higher order thinking skills and to produce students who are more productive and have extensive ICT skills. The integration of information and communication technology with high-level skills has not only managed to increase student motivation, but also strengthen higher order thinking for both students and teachers. The most fundamental aspect of information and communication technology, ICT, is digitization, or the transformation of information into a digital format. But now that we are becoming accustomed to our increasingly digitized environment, we are entering the era of digitalization. In this digital era, where smart devices outnumber the human population, the internet is no longer an option, but a necessity in doing business. With the rise of social media and the Internet of Things, consumer power in the digital era is predicted to intensify. The Global Competitiveness Report of the World Economic Forum assesses the competitiveness landscape of 144 economies, providing insight into the drivers of their productivity and prosperity. In the Global Competitiveness Report of 2016 to 2017, Malaysia ranks 25th, second right after Singapore in the Southeast Asia region. The report assesses the ability of countries to provide high levels of prosperity to their citizens. This in turn depends on how productively a country uses available resources. Knowledge has become a vital economic resource, especially as the basis of economic growth. Information and communication technology acts as a significant dimension and indicator towards building a knowledge society in Malaysia. Digital Malaysia is a program that seeks to transform the nation into a digital economy by 2020, and it has been promoted to citizens throughout Malaysia. The growth of ICT spending in Malaysia has increased from 81 billion ringgit in 2010 to 119 billion in 2015, and is expected to reach 177 billion in 2020. This trend contributes to all components of ICT in telecom, hardware, software, services, and content. This implies that Malaysia is realizing the potential of Internet of Things, which will dominate almost every aspect of human activities in the future, as much as ICT does currently. There is no doubt that this technological advancement will influence Malaysian businesses.
To test the Malaysians' understanding of digital Malaysia, we would like to interview some locals on street.
With the digital, you will have easy access. So for example, if I have a project or a research from, let's say I'm here in Malaysia and I want something in China or in Canada, so it's going to be easy to access.
Well, digital life, so everything about social media, everything is on TV. Basically, life is related to digital nowadays because people are connected.
To access to the place, just like Uber, Waze, and it's easy for me to go to the place.
We are in a digital globe now. People are more to smartphones, iPhones and everything. People are improving their life through the digital life. So I find digital is something very important. The whole world is running after it. So it's something very good to us. We are improving to a better person. We have something to learn, more knowledgeable. A lot of stuffs we read through the internet, improving our knowledge as well actually.
The evolution of the Internet from Web 1.0 to Web 2.0 offered individuals tools to connect with each other worldwide, as well as to become both content users and producers. Malaysia has gone a long way since the first introduction of telecommunications in the 1870s. A major leap forward was achieved with the establishment of the Telecommunications Development of Malaysia program on April 1st, 1946. Malaysia was the first country in the region to privatize its telecommunications monopoly more than a decade ago. The market of telecommunication services has since been growing at a rate of 12% a year, making it a major part of macroeconomic growth. Liberalization and privatization have apparently contributed to the development of the national telecommunications industry. A new generation of telecommunication firms has been established and has grown in size. The major challenge for development planners is how that can place Malaysia at the leading edge of ICT and how to maintain a balance between its socio-cultural development and its economic excellence. Infrastructure such as the country's optical fiber network is important in promoting the national digital economic transformation and major related ICT projects. The rise of the internet brought unprecedented opportunities in sales and marketing for the entire tourism industry. At the dawn of the new century, the internet was primarily used for public relations, in communicating with journalists, and in promoting the Tourism Board Roadshow. By 2005, tourism websites began to be developed. By 2009, the links to and from the Tourism Board website were enhancing promotional efforts. By 2010, social media such as Facebook, WhatsApp, and WeChat became important promotional tools, and tourism websites have now increasingly provided online booking.
According to the latest research, small to medium enterprises, which abbreviate to SMEs, constitute 99.2% of the total business establishment in Malaysia, around 519,000 SMEs in total. Of the total number of SMEs, 86.5% are in the service sector. The number of accredited ICT companies is just 2,645. This represents less than 0.5% of the total SME sector. There is certainly room for increased ICT SME development.
ICT business incubators in Malaysia have evolved through a number of generations. Each has exhibited gradual improvement in terms of the availability of services and resources. The existence of different incubators and the evolution of the business incubator model over time were necessary to accommodate the requirements and needs of business, which in turn drives diversity in incubator services.
Effective ICT system in public service, tourism, education, and all areas of industry will open doors to a new era of economic growth with the digitalized, sustainable economy that serves customers here in Malaysia, as well as those throughout Southeast Asia and around the world.